Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name's Anuja and I'm a Sri Lankan YouTuber that does videos on music, beauty and lifestyle. So if you are a newcomer or if you've seen a couple of my videos but haven't subscribed, please do and support my channel. It's just like one click, just click it, just do it. I just want to thank you guys for all the love that I received for my last video. If you haven't seen that, I will leave a link somewhere here. And it's basically about Meghan Markle's everyday makeup look. Now today's video is actually inspired by one of you guys because one of you requested that I do a plum purple ball look, and this is basically what I've created. But don't worry, because this look actually comes with 3 lipstick looks, which I will have done at the end of the video. So go through the whole process and see what lipstick look suits you. Obviously depending on the occasion, depending on your dress and how you feel that day, you can just change it around. For today's look, I'm actually using 2 palettes, and one is the Tarte Tarteist Pro palette and the other is the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne palette. Both of them just amazing, and together they work even better. With the Urban Decay palette, you have all the basics that you need, and with the Kristen Leanne palette, you have all the vibrant colors that you can work with and you can play with. I just love those palettes so much and I'm so happy with what I have created using them. Now in this video, I've edited it so that you only see one side of my eye being done because it saves time and I do the same on the other eye anyway. So without further ado, let's get to this. Now before we begin the tutorial, I do want to say that I have put on the POREfessional primer by Benefit and my favorite foundation, which is the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the color Syracuse. I've also done my eyebrows as well, and for that I used Benefit Brow and Gimme Brow. Now the first trick to making sure that your eyeshadow lasts throughout the day is putting a primer on your eyelids, and as usual I'm using my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the color Original. And I basically just use my fingers. The first color that I'm going to use is Whimsy by Tarteist Pro palette. This is a beautiful orange color and it's usually my go-to for my base. With the base, I'm gonna go over it as the colors are put on anyway, so don't worry about it at this point. As long as you've got a good amount on the crease for now, just leave it as it is. Next, I'm gonna take this beautiful color called Glam, and this is sort of gonna be my highlighter just under the brow and a transition color into the orange. So basically you just wanna put a little bit under the brow. And then you want to just smudge in between the orange and the champagne colors. Next, what I'm going to do is add a bit of drama to the outer corner, and for this I'm actually using a color called Drama, which is this beautiful deep purple, and it's just the tiniest amount that you want to put in the outer corner. And go up to the crease. And just make sure when you're doing these other colors, don't go above the crease too much because you do want that whimsy or base color to show through. Now with both the colors done, I do want to make sure that the outer corner has a sharp angle. You can go back with your original brush that you use to put your base and just make sure that everything's blended in. Alright, so next I'm gonna use this beautiful light purple color called Mod, and what I basically want to do is put it on the crease but under the whimsy color. So get a decent amount onto your brush and just go underneath the crease first. And bring it to the inner corner. You don't need to bring it to the outer corner too much, just stay in the inner corner to middle. And then just make sure that it's blended in with the Whimsy color, but also this dark purple. And I'm going back with the Whimsy color just to make sure that it does show through. It's always nice to have a spare brush that you can use to blend. Once you're happy with the transition colors, then it's time to put your main color. And the one that I'm using today is this beautiful color called Dye, which is a vibrant purple off the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne palette. But before I do that, I'm gonna create a cut crease using my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Tan Sand and using my Zoeva Luxe Smoke Shader brush in 234. I am basically new to cut creases, but it does enhance the colors that you put on your lid and it creates really sharp margins. So what you want to do is take a tiny bit of your concealer and create the shape that you want essentially, and I'm gonna go on the inner corner transitioning towards the middle. I think it's time to use this beautiful color dye, and then starting from the inner corner I'm gonna go towards the middle. The trick to this look is all about blending, so I'm going to take the outer corner color again and make sure that it's blended in well with the middle color. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is focus on my bottom lids, and I usually put my bottom lid makeup on before I use a concealer because it just looks neater and it saves me concealer. So what I'm going to do is put the Whimsy color first, and that's going to go all over my lid towards the outer corner. And it doesn't matter if you go overboard because you can cover it up using the concealer anyway. If you do look like a panda at this stage, this is exactly what you want, so don't worry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that beautiful vibrant dye color and put it on my lower lid, but only on the middle section. So now I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe, and you can actually use a wipe to shape the outer corner as well. So the next thing I want to do is bring some light into my inner corners. So what I'm going to do is take this beautiful color Glam again. I'll take one of these like really small brushes. This instantly does change the dimension of the whole eye makeup. Next, what I want to do is tightline my upper and lower waterline. So for that I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear eyeliner in the color Definitely Black. This is something that's really hard to do in front of the camera, so I'm going to go ahead, do that and come back. So hopefully you guys can tell the difference. The next thing I'm going to do is do a winged liner, and for that I'm using my Smashbox eyeliner, and this is Always On liquid eyeliner in the color Black. This is honestly really easy to use. If you have trouble using liquid liners, use one of these. Just give it a good shake. Once you have the outline, it's all about coloring it in really. And and now it's about recreating that on the other side, which is harder. Alright, I think that's as good as I can get it to be for now. The good thing is we are going to use a black eyeshadow just underneath so that we can actually correct the wing if it didn't turn out perfect. So what you want to do is get a really thin pointy eyeshadow brush, and I'm using this beautiful black color which is called 13th Floor, and I'm pretty much just dabbing it on the outer corner on the lower lid. And then bringing it onto the wing. Now I desperately want to clean up under my eyes again, but before that I'm going to put on my mascara and then put my concealer on. So for the mascara I'm using my MAC, I never remember what this is called. It's an Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. And because this is a sultry, sexy, smoky eye, you want to make sure that you put on a lot of mascara. You guys know that I'm into my own method of curling my eyelashes, but you can use an actual eyelash curler. And if you are new to my channel, what I'm basically doing is just making sure that my hands are clean, of course, in the first place, and just pushing on the roots, and with the warmth of my hand, it naturally just bends. Don't forget the bottom lashes as well. Finally I can put concealer, but before that I'm going to put on some of the foundation that I may have wiped away. And now I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Tan Sand, and I usually do this. Try not to get too close with the eyeshadow. And now using the pointy end of the Beauty Blender, I'm just blending it in very slowly. And sometimes I do like to use my fingers when it gets closer to the lower eyelid. I think we're pretty much done with our eye, to be honest. I'm just making sure that everything is blended in. And try and bring out the outer corner at a pointy angle, because sometimes when putting the concealer on and putting foundation on again, it does get wiped off, so you can just adjust as you wish. Now I'm going to set my foundation and my concealer using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the color Medium Deep. Now I'm taking my Iconic London pigment stick in the color 3.2, and basically what I want to do is make those cheekbones pop. So I'm going to put it just under my cheekbones, my jaw, and a little bit on the forehead. And to blend it all in, you can either use your fingers or a beauty blender. I did go ahead and put another layer of the 3.2 just to make sure that all those bone structures do stand out. Now to really go along with this purple goddess vibe, I'm going to use my Betty Luminizer bronzer, and this essentially works as a highlighter and a bronzer. I'm going to put it on my nose a little bit on my forehead. Taking a smaller brush, I'm putting it on my Cupid's bow. and my chin. I think we're nearly at the end. The last thing that I want to do is put on some lipstick. I actually don't know which color that I'm going to go for. One is to use a nude lipstick, which really brings out the eye makeup. Two is to use a dark red lipstick, and that sort of gives off that romantic, sexy vibe. And three is to use a really dark purple, which I think would look really, really nice. But that is a bit daring and a bit adventurous. In any case, I'm gonna line my lips using my MAC Spice lip liner. I really have no idea which lipstick I want to go for, so I'm gonna show you all three. Enjoy! So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed all those looks. When I was younger, I was sort of afraid to experiment with colors, and partly that was because the society was telling me that, you know, dark-skinned girls can't pull off those vibrant colors. So if you hear anything like that, do not believe them. That is all rubbish. It's been really fun, and I'm just glad that I can show it to you guys so that you guys can learn and experiment yourself. As always, I'm sending a ton of love to you. I hope you're well, I hope you're happy, and I will see you back again with another video very soon. Bye, guys.